that you go ahead and take your seats, and if I can have the kids come up. I know we just have a couple of you here this morning, but what we lack in quantity, we make up for in quality, right? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, absolutely. And I seem to be missing my scissors. Could I get you to run out there and give me a scissors? All right. So we've been talking about love this morning, all right? You heard the gospel that I was reading just a minute ago here. The two commandments Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. And then loving your neighbor as yourself. Now, I'm going to ask you, Red, and I'll ask Georgia when she gets back here, but if you were to think about rules, you think about rules in your house. You have rules at home, right? Yeah, you're good parents. They love you. They want to protect you. They have rules. So if you were to think about what is the most important rule in your house, what would that be? Listen. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good props to you, Mom. Listen, that is a good rule. Always listen. All right, Georgia, we're talking about rules. And if you were to think about all the rules that you have in your house, maybe there's many to choose from, I don't know, but if you were to think of all the rules, what do you think would be the most important?
It's okay.
I think the most important one would be always tell Mom and Dad where you're going.
Oh, that is a good one. Especially as you're getting older.
Don't break anything, especially
Don't
from
break.
there. You break something from there, your life is over.
Yes, don't break anything. You break anything, your life is over. Very good, very good. Good rules to live by. Props to you guys here too, parents there. All right, so when Jesus was asked about the most important rules in all the Bible and all of life, he had a really good answer too. In fact, it's obviously it's Jesus, so it's going to be like the best answer. But his rule was loving God with everything you have, everything you are. Your heart, your soul, by everything. And loving your neighbor like you love yourself. Now, it may sound weird to talk about loving yourself. You think it sounds weird to, all right, yeah, much fun. You think it sounds weird to talk about loving yourself? Does that sound kind of strange sometimes? Yeah. It can sound a little awkward. I want to hug myself all the time. But when you think about it, we do kind of love ourselves. I mean, who do you always want to get their way? You want yourself to get your way, right? Who do you always want to take care of? You want to make sure you eat. You want to make sure you get everything? Yourself. It's natural to love ourselves. We don't think about it, but it's natural to love ourselves. But Jesus says to love others just as much as we love ourselves. That's quite a bit, and that takes a little bit of doing. So I want to have you guys, make something here, or I'm going to make something for you this morning, and people out there in TV land can make it themselves. But we're going to make a little target here. We're going to cut. I'm sorry?
Look at the shoe.
Just like maybe one shot here this morning, and then you can take these home and shoot as much as your parents will allow, as long as you don't break anything and obey their rules. All right, so you see how I cut this heart here? I folded it in half, making it easier so people in TV land can see, and then you bring it out like that, you have a heart. And then we're going to write on there, loving God and loving one another. Because that is our target for life. That is what Jesus said is the most important commandments. Love God, love one another. All right? Church, I'm going to let you go ahead and and cut one out here for yourself. And Rhett, I'll have you paste this on one of these so that you can have a target, and you can set that up, and then when you do that at home and you remember about, this is your aim, to love God and love one another. All right? So you can take that here and go ahead and cut it out. I'm going to just fold the tape. At home, if you want to use glue instead of tape, I actually meant to use glue and found I didn't have any glue in my office. I was surprised. Anyways, tape, so you can put that like on the back here. All right, good. Stick a few more on there so it'll stay. To have some candy in here that you could use for. I'll go ahead and take a couple pieces of candy. Just real quick though. All right, I'm gonna do like I used to do in school. You have a 3-second rule. 1, 2, 3. If you haven't got it, you're out of luck. All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3. All right. So go ahead and try out your target there, Rhett. One real quick. Here, I'll hold it. And let's see if you can hit the target of loving one another and loving your neighbor. Oh, so close. Try again.
You killed the pastor.
All right, you got it. You got it. You hit the target. You're going to love your God and love one another. All right, that's all I have. Thank you for coming on up. And God bless. We give them a hand.